Good evening. Big John here, the unapologetic Friday live stream. And I'm not going to apologize for things I say. I'm not going to apologize. Friday show, I'm going to talk a little bit about Reboot that we're doing. The Reboot stream and some other things. But I hope everyone's okay. Please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you can do. Thank you. Good evening, Robin Hood. Yes, mate. Yes, Denmark. Good evening, sir. But yeah, this is it. Unapologetic Friday Night Live. So, you know, I'm going to say controversial stuff. I'm going to say people's names. I'm going to say things that other people just wouldn't dare to. But join me every Friday, and I'm very unapologetic. That's what it is. Thank you very much. Now, I was going to start the show with a song, and I think I should still do that. Let's get something up. Let's see. Let's get something up. I'll get something. Just might get my phone off. Let me share screen. Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You've got Big John there on the mic singing one of his most favourite songs of all time, I tell you, of all time. But yeah, so hopefully in the next few weeks we're starting up a Reboot show. The Reboot is not connected to the camp or Darren Edmondson or anything like that. It's not connected to that. But we are going to be starting up. I'm on my third Reboot course, by the way, guys, my third one. And people say that we don't do these courses, but these are courses by professional individuals who teach them. And we have actually got 2 veterans who are going on to be coaches on this course. And obviously priorities veterans, but we do a civilian trauma-based course as well. So that's what we're on at the moment. And I wanted to be involved in it because, as you know, I supported this from the very beginning. We've done over a year's worth of streams talking about the Reboot program. Run, cry. Cry, numb, deny, and run. Them are 4 words that you might hear within the Reboot program. They all mean something. I mentioned last week about someone wanted to drink alcohol. That's called numbing. And it's a big issue. It's a big issue with people who have trauma, who survive trauma, whether they're veterans or civilians. It's a massive issue. And a lot of official places like Help for Heroes, they won't really deal with these kind of people, but we do have a program that will deal with these kind of people, and it's called Spectrum, the Spectrum transitioning course, which I explained about last week and put the links up. So, you know, to anyone who thinks that we don't do anything, well, we do. And of course, these people saying it have never been to the bloody camp, so we can just forget what they say as on thing. Now, let me just go. I'm going to name somebody in a minute. So this is nothing to do with Joe and Dion. I've been a supporter of the camp for quite a few years now. It got raided 4 years ago. Now, who do I blame for that raid? I blame so-called patriots. And I'm not saying it's definitely this particular individual, but it'll be something to do with him. which is Glenn Saffer. It's something to do with him or his cronies who are around him, why the camp got raided in first place. Like I said, it's nothing to do with Joe or Dion. Don't attack them. If anyone's got an issue with what I say, you can come to me. You can email me, actually. You can email me. And like I said, this is the unapologetic show. I'm not saying sorry to no fucker on here. No, I'm not saying it. Not on a Friday night. I will not be unapologetic, and I'm not being unapologetic to him. So obviously, there's been a lot of stuff going on over social media and TikTok. Now, I've been approached by a couple of these lads who've had issues. First thing I've said is contact the police. That's what we've got to do. So the police have been contacted, ladies and gentlemen. The police have been contacted, and it's serious. Let me tell you, it's absolutely serious. When the police were first contacted, there wasn't much done. Something else got mentioned within it. It was somebody rounding a flash. So the police are on this. So I just hope that you lot on TikTok are aware. And actually, I want you squirming. That's what I want you squirming, you scumbags. You'll accuse people of doing stuff. You've accused a camp of a lot of stuff that did nothing to do with the camp. And, you know, like, that's why I'm unapologetic tonight. And I'm going to be unapologetic every Friday night. The only thing that'll stop me being unapologetic is we set up a show and we go in a bit of direction, like get veterans on. Then I won't be talking this, but I'm not. Right now, I'm unapologetic, ladies and gentlemen. And you're getting it big time. Right there. You're getting it right there. But yeah, so, you know, one of the reasons that, like, I can't be doing with this kind of movement is the shady people in it and the stuff they say. And that Glenn Saffer, he'll just accuse people of all sorts of things, knowing that when it goes on social media, it gets around and people believe it. People believe it. You know what I mean? Last week, I talked about animal abusers who will never, ever get to our camp. Ever. Ever. Even if you redeem yourselves, you'll never come to that camp. And I'm not speaking for Joe and Dion, but I think they'll agree with me that we're not having the Baker family animal abusers at our camp. You're not coming, guys. You're not coming. You're not allowed. You're not wanted. You're not welcome. Anyway, Big John's on. It's a Friday night and I'm unapologetic. I'll try and cut down on the swearing. Obviously, I shouldn't. I'm a political party leader. Now, let me tell you, that is my direction, is political. Yes, land of saints and sinners. Ladies and gentlemen, you see the link I've put on the screen there? Please follow that channel. Please follow that channel. They are on TikTok, but let's get the subscribers up on YouTube. Let's get them to 1,000 so they can start live streaming on YouTube. But great channel on TikTok. Great talk. They talk about everything. There's 3 people, 2 blokes and a lady, and they're really good. It's Jojo is a lady. I'll say her name, Jojo. And they talk sense and they talk a lot of things that people are talking about. So the land of saints and sinners. Find them on YouTube. I'll get the link up and I'll put the link in the chat. But this is Unapologetic Friday, guys, and I don't give 2 flying. And I'm going to be unapologetic. I'm going to be like that every Friday until I get a direction on the show. So, like I said, I'm calling out horrible people in the Patriot movement. And I think Glenn Saffer's one of them. He's accused a lot of people of a lot of things. And I believe, no one else has got me into this. This is my decision. This is my thoughts. I believe that he was something to do with why the camp got raided in the first place. That's what I think. But like I said, I'm unapologetic, guys. I'm not going to apologize for anything I say. And you lot who are following sheep, you need to sort your lives out. I'm on the political route running in local elections. That's what I want to do. That's what I will always do. That's what I will always do. I'm confident that I am going to get a local council seat in the end of my travels. We're a registered national party, National Housing Party, United Kingdom. I'm off to Grimsby tomorrow to meet one of our candidates there and do some knocking and leafleting. So that's Grimsby tomorrow. But if you want to get involved, there's our email, admin@nationalhousingparty.uk, and we'll get back to you. So now we got an email. So some guy said the camp's not a charity. No, it isn't. The late night veteran show was a charity, and that's not at the camp no more. The camp is going for charity status. Let me just tell you that. And professionals who talk to people is Mitch Lowy from the Reboot program. He's our number one. He was our number one official person to talk to when we had the hotline. And we've set up many one-to-ones with him, and he's talked to people, assesses them and stuff like that, gives advice out. I mean, Mitch has even wrote letters for people so they don't get in trouble with the police, like that stinking Eddie Cooper. He got a letter from the camp to like the police who was doing the Reboot program, which I think he only did 2 or 3 weeks, if that, and it just failed in it. But, you know, these are the kind of things we do, and we want to try and support people with at the PTSD camp in Bath. Big shout out to Dorothy Lord there. Big shout out to Dorothy Lord, the Oldham lady. So Dorothy's case was, she's a whistleblower in an under 5 school. She worked with the under 5s for 25 years, Dolly. And she was a whistleblower, and she's been silenced, annexed. Nobody wants to, like, really get involved in her particular case. She was being gaslighted, intimidated by people in the council, but she's still fighting. Dorothy is still fighting. She fights for all survivors. Any demo. Dorothy has started public speaking now, and so, you know, she's progressing in the stuff she does. But big shout out to Dorothy Lord there in the chat, our Dorothy. But yes, I'm unapologetic, guys. I don't give two flying about it. I'll speak people's names: Glenn Sapper, Darren Edmondson, Eddie Cooper. That's what I'll say about them people. There's plenty of other people. I'll get round to them in time comes. So like I said, the camp did have charity status under the late night veteran show, but that's not at the camp no more. But we'll have to reapply for charity status at the camp and other things. And, you know, we was prepared, and we was going to start going to car boots to sell stuff to raise money, but that all went west. But that's what we're doing. 23rd of August, we're having a party meeting at the camp. If you want to come, there's an email at the bottom there, and it's in Bath in Somerset. That's where it is. It's at our friend Joe Dion's farm. Let me just, they've done some work at the farm. Let's get some pictures up. Let's see what we're on about now. Come on, computer. Oh, it's a bit slow these days. It's not good. Probably need to get a... Mama's gonna keep baby cozy and warm. We've had an extension at the camp, guys. Look at that. It looks mint. While I was up last time, all the wood were in place. They put them barriers round. All the tables have been revarnished now. That's mint, guys. That's what's at the camp now. So we're really going to have a brilliant meeting, I hope, when the time comes. Another angle.
So It's 2.
Yeah, so that's an extension at the camp. You can see they've got a roof on it as well. There is actually the Paras barbecue this weekend. Steve's there. So it's a Paras barbecue. Let me check the... Thank you, Giorgio. Thank you very much. Dorothy does... we're from Oldham, me and Dorothy, and we've been campaigning and protesting over child sexual exploitation for the past few years, both me and Dorothy. Dorothy speaks now about her whistleblowing experience with the under 5s. So yeah, you know, we're out there. We're out there. And I would say Dorothy is one of Oldham's premier activists. That's what she is. She's a premier activist, one of the #1 activists in Oldham. More so than some of the men and councillors we have and stuff like that in Oldham. She really is. But thank you for tuning in, Dorothy and Jojo and everyone else. Friday night, guys. And I'm unapologetic. I'm not apologising for anything that I say on a Friday Night Live. I won't. Big things are going on. We've got several candidates running next year, myself included, and we've got candidates a year after. We've got candidates running every year now, going forward. In my elections, there's 3 elections every 4 years. So I'm on the go all the time, me. Unlike some other places, Pat in London, he did 1 election, then his next election's 4 years later. But it's a bit different in Oldham. The way it's set up, like I said, we have 3 elections in 4 years. And then obviously, if there's any boundary changes, then there's always a full election when there was boundary changes. And the last election was a boundary change election. But yes, Nationalising Party United Kingdom. Let's get me link up. Let's find my website. I am supposed to be receiving a call actually off someone, and I forgot about it. I've turned my phone off and all. So I'm putting my party website in. You can have a look at it. If you feel like joining, you can certainly join. And running in local elections is what we want to do. That's what we believe in. And there goes a party link. There, we're in. Thank you very much. If you're tuning in from X, please like and subscribe to the descriptions. Join our channel. Actually, there's wow, I can't believe it. Our NHP UK official site's got like 100 viewers, and mine's only got 9. What's going on? I need to share it out on X. That's what I need to do. Friday Night Live, guys, and I'm unapologetic. Like I said, the police are involved now with the latest spat on Twitter and to do with that Glenn Saffer and all that. Oh, they're dying to bring people down, are lying and everything. And I'll just call you out all day and all night. So, yeah, big history today. I went up to the Whit Friday walks. If you look on my YouTube, you'll see it's the last video live stream I did. And the brass band's playing. This is Oldham history and Oldham culture in action. This is what we, it's what we were born into in Oldham. The Whit walks, the band contest. And the band contest is a world famous band contest. We get bands from all over the world, not just Europe, all over the world, Australia, and the Americas, all across Europe, every place in the British Isles, and it's a band concert. It's on now. Actually, it's on tonight till about 10 o'clock, and they've got to play in so many places, and the one who do the most are the ones who like win. But yeah, world famous band contest. So I went up today and had a bit of a Whit Friday walk round, a few of the bands playing, and all the people from the villages carrying the banners and stuff like that. So that's what I did this morning. And then after that, I went visiting my friend who's in hospital. She smashed her leg up, and she's one of my voters, so I went visiting her at hospital today. Dorothy knows who I mean. And I'm also a couple of child sexual exploitation survivors have contacted me. They want me to work with them doing videos and stuff like that. So we've just had a meeting before the stream actually about this, and so I'm going forward to help them. That's Sam and Jamie, and they've talked to all the big wiz, Jess Phillips and all that lot, but they came to me because they want me to work alongside them. So I'm honoured with that, and I will do for them girls. So yeah, the group, their group is called Undefeated. I'll put the link into the StreamYard, and that's on Facebook. Dorothy's already in it. And that's the link, Undefeated. So there's a few things that I've been talking to them about, but it's survivors and victims of child sexual exploitation. No matter where it goes, and I've already got somebody from the 80s who hopefully will join the group. But yeah, so Undefeated, silence ends here. And two of the Oldham survivors have set this up, so I'm going to help them. They've come to me, so I'm going to focus to help them do whatever I can, videos, editing, anything like that, getting information out, flyers and stuff like that. But Undefeated, silence ends here on Facebook. But yes, thank you, everyone. This is the Unapologetic Show, and I'm not going to apologise for anything I say. I'm just not going to. I've called out the grasses. Well, I'm not saying I've called out those who want to cause trouble all the time. Glenn Saffers never liked the camp for whatever reason. I can't stand the guy now. And obviously, I mean, his minions just make up loads of shit about the camp. But like I said, people who used to come to that camp are not welcome. Brexit Brian, you can piss off, and all, you're not welcome. There's a few people, and if I hear anyone slagging that camp off, you're gonna get trolled on Facebook, and I'm gonna do a video and call you out with your name and go afterwards. That's what you're gonna get. But yeah, I'm unapologetic, guys, and you know, with me, you'll get the brutal truth and honesty. That's what you'll get with me. I don't lie. I don't lie to get other people in the crap. I don't. And there's been lots of accusations going around, and people who've contacted me, I said, contact the police, guys. That's what you've got to do. Now, you know, like as a standing running councillor, if anyone threatens me or I'm going to do harm, I'll get the police on you. That's what I'll do. I'm not a gangster, and I don't do gangsters handshakes. You mess with me, and then you're going to get the police. That's what it's going to be. Don't matter what for. I'll be getting the police. So just warning people, just watch what you say, especially on social media, and watch out the kind of stuff you're putting out as well, making things up about people, saying that they're rapists and stuff like that. Who do you lot think they are? Thank you, Jay. Oh, that's great. Great to know. Oh, thank you, Jay. Brilliant. We love our Oldham. We love the Whit Friday Walks, and we love the band contest. Who doesn't? It's one of Oldham's pinnacle things, as well as the Yanks Parade, where we have the flyover. So the Yanks Parade, Richard Gere came up in the 70s, and he filmed some of the Yanks up here. And every year since, they've held a Yanks Parade where there's all army uniforms and people dressed up and stuff like that. And I've got to be said, I'm lucky. Our Shania has been in one of them Jeeps on the Yanks parade. And at the time when I remember, I don't know where the pictures, I have to find them. And she was asking the driver where I am. Then I just suddenly walked out into the middle of the road when I seen the Jeep. And I've got a picture of her pointing like that with her mouth open like that. She was about 10 or 11. Oh, what a day. So, but she loved it. And she had she dressed up in a little RAF uniform, little ladies army uniform with her and a mate, and they absolutely loved it. They did. They absolutely loved it. They were having pictures. Everyone wanted pictures with them, with these two, Gracie and Shania. It was so funny. But it was a great day. It was a great day. I've got to say, a great weekend. But that was a few years ago. She's grown up now. She's like 16 and she don't want to do stuff like that anymore. It's madness. As much as I can, Giorgio, and I've been an activist for like 10, 12 years now. But like I want to get into the political route. But, you know, it's difficult in Oldham since this child sexual exploitation scandal come up. Half a dozen girls phone me regular who were victims or survivors, and I've been contacted by a few others. I've written emails for some. I've supported them when they've had issues with the council, police and stuff like that. And that's what I'll always do. I'm not saying I can help you get your justice, but I can be there to support you. I can be there so that you don't feel intimidated by other people. This is one of the things when these girls were talked to when they were 13 and things like that. They were intimidated by the authorities and pushed to say certain things. And I know this through absolute fact. You won't hear this in many other places. So one girl contacted me and she's got to see the police the next day. She contacted me. She was a bit upset. Then after she's seen the police the next day, she phoned me up again crying. And this is what she said. She said, John, they just said the same things that when it happened, and they like just classed me as a druggie and a prostitute, and I were only 13. That's what she said to me while crying her eyes out on the phone. You know what I mean? So I listened to that, and it made me angry, made me fucking furious. Let me just tell you that. But you know, I didn't go out beating anyone up. I didn't go out burning anything down. I focused myself, and now I'm focused in running in local elections. That's what I want to do. That's where I think I can make a difference to everyone. But yeah, so yeah, Dorothy will tell you. Dorothy, we've done a lot of stuff, me and Dorothy together. And you know, I just want to speak for people, and I just want people to know that like they don't have to go to a meeting and feel intimidated. If you go with me, you don't get intimidated. Nobody intimidates anybody who I'm with, because I'll just give it them back. That's what I do, and I've done it several council meetings. Mayor's question time with Andy Burnham. Big John's unapologetic. My first mayor's question time with Andy Burnham, I said that the police that are all crooks and sex offenders, and it were recorded. I said that. And I don't care. And I meant it. I meant it as well. But yeah, don't forget, admin at nationalisingparty.uk. Please look at our website. I put the link in the chat to the website. Have I? I'm just going to do it again. You can ask me questions. Giorgio, if you're still listening, please check out our website. You said you wanted to get me on for an interview. Everything that we are is on that website. And, you know, there's nothing too extreme. We're not Nazis or anything like that. We're just normal, regular working class people. And we want to change the status quo. So Nationalising Party, links in the chat, guys. This is Big John, and I'm very unapologetic tonight. Like I said, the police are on the case now. There's been accusations of this, that, and the other. Some of it's directed at the camp, but the police are on your case now, guys. The police are going to be investigating all this. So, happy days. I'll be looking forward to making sure that I get all the information when the police do investigate. Hopefully, there's some arrests and convictions. There's got to be. You can't go around accusing people of SA and rape and think you're going to get away with it on social media. You can't. You can't. Honestly, we're coming for you guys. We're not coming for you. The police are coming for you. That's what they're doing. The police are coming for you. Anyway, I'm gonna change a little. I'm gonna put another song on. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put another song on. You can hear me, my lovely voice singing away. So we've got so we've got Jackie Granner in the chat. Jackie's on the trauma course with us at the moment. Jackie's an hero. Jackie is a heroine, right? Jackie's brave. Jackie's not messing about. Jackie's joined the course. She's heard us talk about it for you, and she's joined the course and she's getting interactive in the course, and that's what we want, guys. So well done, Jackie. Really well done. And Lisa Turry is on about a 4th course already. Lisa is going to be a coach, a reboot coach. That's what Lisa and Ashley want to get to, and that's fantastic. That really is fantastic. But we are going to be starting up a reboot stream. We're not sure, once a week, once every couple of weeks. We'll give you regular updates on how we're doing on the courses, and we'll talk about some of the things on the courses that you've heard Mitch talk about before. But we'll be doing that soon. I know we've got another meeting, but I'm not sure. Have you posted evidence to Markins? Well, Markins, Dorothy. So a counsellor, serving counsel, got in contact with Dorothy, and then, cut a long story short, said that he's not received any evidence, and he has. I emailed him the evidence, but I will email it again, Dorothy, don't worry. And I've even got a reply off him where he said that he's never received any emails, and he has. He replied to me, he knows who I am, and he knows I was emailing for Dorothy. So, you know, oh God, these counsellors we have, they just like wind me up. They really wind me up. So yeah, I hope the Para barbecue, the Para Falklands barbecue tomorrow at the camp goes okay. Steve's up there. You've seen a couple of the pictures. Camp's been extended. The clubhouse has been extended and it's covered over now outside. So you could easily fit 30, 40 people in that covered area, protecting us from rain, because it does rain sometimes in England, as we know already. Right, I'm trying to think what to come out with now. So yeah, I've called them out. I've called them out, but like, you know, I'm going to get another video up actually. So obviously, you know, there's child sexual exploitation scandal in Oldham, and it does involve a lot of Pakistani Muslims. It does, but there is other kinds of abuse, obviously. And let me just get a little video up for you. And this is from the 80s, this, guys. This is from the 80s. Right, bear with me, guys. I'm on it. That sort of like noise word was my mum in background.
Hello. In 1981, I was taken into care of Oldham Council, the local authority. When I went into the girls' home, I was warned about the man that worked in Civic Centre. I was horrified. I was also taken off the streets of Oldham Town Centre. I was 16 years old. I was so disgusted with myself. I was taken out of the area. I was taken along the M62 to other towns, other northern towns, because that's what happens. The only way I could get back the next day, if I promised them, and I had to promise that I would meet them the next day, so they could do the same to me again. I promised. I just wanted to get back to Oldham. And then the next day, I didn't leave the girls' home, but I could see them driving up and down the street looking for me. It was absolutely horrendous. Now, in 1989, I had turned to social services again to help me with my sons. He was 4 years old, and one day when he came home to me, you gave me back a sexually abused child. Now, there was police charges brought against the foster home people that I'm not going to name names because it's not right. Now, that was in 1981 and 89. We're now in 2022. I think it's about time you held your heads in shame, realise what's been going on for 50 years. Thank you.
Difficult, guys. You know, when she said, I'm not going to name no names, I know them names. I know them names. Me, I know them names, and I'm investigating them myself. Now, the people are probably really old now, but I do know them names, and it's linked to Oldham Council and social services in Oldham. Get that? So that was last year or year before that woman came into council and spoke. Everyone was surprised. Nobody knew. She'd seen what was going on and she wanted to get to council. Went to a council meeting. This is a woman who doesn't normally go out, let me tell you. You know, timid, likes to be on her own. She braved up and went to the council meeting and ended up speaking out. There was a bit of uproar, but her particular case, I don't think we're ever going to get any justice or anything's ever going to be done about it. She's tried, but nobody will touch. Nobody will go near her because there's her and other women, mothers who are involved, but nobody will go near them. You know what I mean? Nobody will go near them. This is Oldham, guys. This is Oldham. This is 50 years ago, this. And it wasn't predominantly Pakistani men who did that to her. The two people she's named to me are white dudes. You know what I mean? So it just goes to show you that child sexploitation is just so big, and it's so much covered up by authorities, councils, and the police. It's just unbelievable. And you know, like when you're an activist, and I've been an activist for over 10 years, these are the kind of things I hear all the time, me. And it winds me up, gets me upset, makes me anxious, to where I don't want to go out. And you're talking Big Johnny, a 6'4". I'm not afraid to go out. But over Christmas were a difficult time. My mum going, and this child sexual exploitation scandal. I get regular calls every week off girls and contact with girls who've been involved in this. And when they get to 18, they're sort of like just left dumped, and they still need further support and help, but it doesn't go like that with council. When once they're 18, you're an adult, they just kick you out. That's what they like, the council, just kick you out, and that's it. You know, you've got to fend for yourself. And it's one of the things that we're failing in is working with these girls when they become women and then mothers. And then what the council do and social services, you use the kids against them now. And they say things like, you've been abused, so you're highly likely that your child might get abused. And a lot of these girls have had the kids took off them, never seen them again. This is how they get treated by the authorities. There is no TLC with the police and the council. There isn't. There's no TLC with Jess Phillips or any of these. There's no TLC. They don't think like that. Any politician who's a serving member of parliament or like we've got in, they're only doing it for political gain. Not like me. I did this before I was political. I was supporting survivors and donating and doing what I could before I was political. So, and I'm not going to stop, even though I'm political. And it's one of the things that I talk with my co-founder. I'm never going to drop this rape gang thing. I'm never, ever going to drop it. If I ever get in power, people are going to be sent down and locked up. Don't care how old they are. I don't care what status they have within society. If you're guilty and I'm in charge, you're getting locked up and you're getting sent down. And it'll be for a while. One moment, guys. Sorry about that. I've got a good door in a minute. 1 minute. So yeah, this is the Unapologetic Show, and I'm not apologising for anything, guys. I'm really not. If you know, if you feel offended, you feel offended. If you feel that like I'm pointing fingers at you, well, it's well deserved. Glenn Saffer, Darren Edmondson, Eddie Cooper, it's well deserved. Besides that, I'm going to say Jackie Lowry, Alan Murray. These are all people who's supposed to be like, oh, doing it. And they're just all snidey, two-faced scumbags. That's what they are. All them people I mentioned, that's what they are. And there's no love for them. I've not lost any love for them. There's plenty more people, but I'll name them on the Unapologetic Show. That's what I'll do. I'll name them. Maybe I might have the police knocking at my door for offending someone. If you're offended, get over it. You can be offended. We don't like animal abusers. We don't like people who shout out fake rape charges and stuff like that. We don't like these kind of people. You're getting called out, guys. 1 minute, I've got to go. I will be right back, guys. I will be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Always something to do. Always something to do. Yes, Jim Bob, hope you're all right. Yeah, so unapologetic, guys. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but that's what I am. I've told you a few things. You know, I got into this because I tried to support a friend of mine, and the police just ignored us when we went up with evidence. South Yorkshire, Sheffield area. After 4 or 5 hours, the police threatened us with arrest if we didn't go leave the police station. So 5 of us had to leave that police station. And I've never looked back, guys. I've never looked back thinking that I'm doing the right thing, and I am. I've never looked back from that one incident. Happened 2008, 2009, and it wasn't until 2015, 16 that case got dealt with, and the police did investigate it, and it got dealt with, and somebody got convicted on that particular case. But it took from 2008, 2009 to 2015, 16. That's how long it took after I got involved at the beginning. And I you know, who am I if I just ignore that and don't follow it up? I followed it up by campaigning, protesting, doing streams, talking to survivors, victims, supporting them wherever I can, donating to them, live streaming, filming. And I'll do that for anyone who's got a valid justice thing going. But yes, thank you very much for tuning into the show. Big John, and I'm unapologetic. Get over it. That's what I'm saying. Get over it. I mean, the police have to put up with me, and the mayor of Greater Manchester. And I've said some very controversial things in these meetings where, like, if I would have said that now without being in a public meeting, I'd have probably been arrested and convicted of a charge. But because it's a public meeting, I could sort of like get away with it. And I have said some of these very controversial things in these public meetings. So people know I don't mess around, and people know that I speak out, and I will always speak out. But again, it's Unapologetic Friday. That's what it is, guys. And I don't give two flying Fs. And if you feel offended, you feel offended, and I'm glad. Yes, EW, thank you so much for joining us. And Land of Satan Sinners, you've been on, Jojo, you've been on the show all the way through. Thank you, love. And I want people to subscribe to the Land of Saint and Sinners. Let me get the YouTube link up. They are in the chat, and you can go and support them from that chat. But I will put the link up. I thought I was already subscribed to them. Why is it saying no? Oh, they're nearly up there. 980 subscribers. So they're nearly there. 980, 20 subscribers, guys. Let's get the Land of Satan Sinners to 1,000 subscribers. Come on. We can do that tonight. Please. Jim, Bob, Jackie, EW, everyone, please follow that link at the Land of Saint and Sinners and give it a subscribe, guys. Please give it a subscribe. Let's get them up. When they get to 1,000, they can start doing live streams from the YouTube channel. And they've asked me to come on TikTok for an interview, which I'm more than welcome to. But yeah. So let's get them up. They're nearly up to 1,000. Oh, it's gone up 2 already. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. But yeah, let's get them up and get some. Look through the videos, see what you think. They talk about a lot of stuff that's really relevant today. And there's 3 of them on. One of them's definitely Welsh because he's got a Welsh accent. Then the other 2 got like Englishy accents, but I think they all live in Wales. But please do join them. Please subscribe. Let's get them up to 1,000. And then maybe in a couple of weeks, I can get them guesting on my weekly show on a Tuesday. And I like the stuff. Nicely set out. They talk about very relevant stuff as well. All sorts of stuff from geoengineering to immigration to the government, things to do with the government, but real good. But thank you very much, Giorgio, for joining us tonight. So it's 10 o'clock, and I think I've been unapologetic enough. Right, I think so. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Denmark. Thank you very much. I hope you've been all right tonight, calling out that nasty Glenn Saffer. And like I said, I think, not me, not Joe, not Dion, nobody else. This is my personal opinion that he was involved in that camp getting raided in first place. If it weren't him, it was his minions around him. We don't like you. That's what we don't like you. Unapologetic, guys. Join me next week, and we'll see who I'm going to upset then. We'll see who I'm going to talk about, and we'll get again unapologetic. I might give you a cut. Well, actually, I'll take you out with a tune. That's what I'll do. I'll take you out with a tune. I'm going to take you out with a tune. That should be what I'm going to do. Let me... Let's get a tune on, guys. Let's get a tune. Oh, Johnny Mathis. That was one of my mum's favourites, guys. It was one of my mum's all-time favourites. So I just want to... so let's just have a look. Let's just have a look. EW brought up we've had 1,000 migrants in boats. And let's just get this little video up of one of our politicians. This is a serving member of parliament. You just couldn't make it up, guys. You couldn't make it up. It's a serving member of parliament. And it's unbelievable what he says. It really is unbelievable what he says. So let's get it on. Just couldn't make it up. Right, hold on. No, right, where's my X? Right, there it is. So, most of the people coming over on boats are women and children. And even though Zaya Hussein said that's not wrong, the guy carried on. The guy carried on. It's hardly any, guys, hardly any women and children come over on boats, hardly any. Now, if in 1 year, 34,000 people have come over on boats, only about 5 of them have been little kids, babies, and only about 10 of them have been women. So that's not full of women and children. It just, you know, and this is a serving politician, this. So wherever he is elected, the people just need to vote the stinking scumbag out of office for saying that. And he's following the narrative, you know, oh yeah, women and children. They're not all women and children, guys. Let me just get a quick Google search up. So Home Office data shows that 83.6% of arrivals over the year to this March were men, with 12.5% women and the rest of undetermined gender at the time of release. Now, you know, and he said it's mostly women and little kids. Well, it isn't mostly women and little kids. 83.6% are men, fighting age men. So, you know, these are the kind of politicians we have. Anyway, thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Unapologetic with Big John. Very unapologetic. I might sing a song next week. I'll try and set the karaoke up a bit better. But thank you very much. Thank you for joining and subscribing to Saints and Sinners. Nearly on 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Really good content on TikTok if you follow them on there. Thank you to everyone viewing on X as well. And I'll see you all next week for more Unapologetic Chat. God bless you all. Thank you very much.